Yeah, what is up, YouTube? This is Michelle362. Some of you who may have followed me up on Twitch. So, basically, as you know, I'm going to talk about one thing. I know some people may not like the truth of it. Back about a week ago, I actually posted something up on social media. But before I begin on saying what I need to say up on this stream, now keep this in mind. I don't normally do the gaming part aspect, but I do want to put it out there. Now, you can, when you have, let me put it this way. This video, basically, if you are a fanboy, hardcore, nuts to butt fanboy, of ESO, I suggest you don't watch the rest of this footage, only because don't want no hurt potato feelings, if you know what I mean. So anyways, back up on social media, believe it or not, I did post up a thing, which is the truth, and aspect of things that's been happening as of recent in ESO. Basically for the new guilds who are starting out, and as you can tell, I really think that, like, when every week, you have always, like, these different traders, but now, I look at it this way in a key aspect. When you are a new guild, keep in mind that you can watch every YouTube video on how to do things, the beginner's guide, and how to, be better at, like, a trading guild or what have you. And you look, that's all fine and good. Now, I know some fanboys out there who may not like the opinion I'm about to be bringing up, but, I decided this is gotta be one of those things I have to address. So basically a lot of new guilds who are just trying out, they do this thing of trying to get a guild trader. They try to bid, you can bid as much as you want, but the truth of the matter is, like, some people think it's a good idea to have a guild trader only to show that you have, like, this store. Look, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, but the problem is why new guilds nowadays cannot get a guild trader in ESO, is because of the fact that a lot of these trading guilds, they overcharge a little bit more than they should, and even, like, far away traders you can go to like, Green Shade or whatever, like, ones that are not centralized. Some odd reason, if you get enough in there, you're not winning that trader. Oddly enough, somebody will probably do like a 1.4 million just to keep a trader. But I think the biggest thing I have to address is, I get when you get to rank, like when you get to 10 people in a guild, you got your tabard, you unlock that. Alright, well, you're with me so far. You get a guild, well, you don't get the guild store yet, but you get a baker, and you get a tabard. Okay, that's fine at when you get 10 people. Now, a thing like I said before about the social media thing, I kind of had it out with a few people. Some of these are like hardcore fanboys and what have you, and to me, I look down at this sort of thing, and I don't really like talking about it. But when you have a new guild, and you're trying to do everything you can, you put in so much, gold in there. I think what I'm trying to say is that you can make enough gold in a guild. You can do the best you can, outbid, but you don't get that guild or the trader. Doesn't matter where you go. Doesn't matter how far they are or how centralized they are. The problem is, with all these trading guilds, they overcharge a little bit more than they should. As far as, like, they're selling and trying to keep a guild centralized to one area. I mean, don't get me wrong, in a way, if you feel comfortable, you like that trader, that's fine. but for the new guilds, it is hard for them to even try to get their foot in the door. When that happens, this causes a big of a problem in some cases. I think that a starting guild, I'll be perfectly honest about a starting guild here. When you start a guild, I think when you get to 50 people, not only should you have a guild store, but I think that ZOS, and I'm sorry I gotta point this out, but I think that ZOS should had it an option to where even like at 50 people you have a guild store. I get that, but maybe add an option for new guilds to have their own specific guild trader. So this is a thing that it's been a very bad, it's been something that's been there. Me being a guild mistress, I can say that having or trying to bid for a guild trader, I mean, you can watch all these YouTube videos on how to do it, you know, successfully and what have you, but the truth of the matter is, you're not really going to get it because somebody's going to somehow outbid you over by $1 million, which I think that's a bit overkill. And it doesn't give people a chance to really, you know, new guilds a chance to really put their foot into the water. So basically what I'm saying is there's certain trader guilds who overcharge, who do a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing. I don't know about the duping gold part. I don't know about that part, but I think that there's some beginning guilds that should have an option if they want to have an actual guild trader that's specifically designed for them, and not have to bid on, oh well, this is how we want people to bid, is on this. And I've read it in the Reddit forum. There's some people who think that it's a broken system. And we had one guy who's a developer who think it was a wonderful idea to have it this way in the system. Now, in a way, another key factor here I gotta point out, it is a bit in the way of a guild discrimination, because you're not giving the new guilds a chance to basically get their feet in the water, whereas a guild that's been doing this for so long, you know, I'm not gonna demoralize an older guild, okay? But when you think about it, when you have older guilds who've been doing it for long, maybe I think, you know, in my own personal opinion, is I think that some of these new guilds, you know, like these older guilds should give a new guild a chance. Or just kind of like, you know, or have ZOS maybe. How do I put this in a way? That ZOS should have this thing where new guilds can have an option. Rather than trying to bid on a trader, maybe I think ZOS should come up with a system, even for new guilds, just to have it. You know, just to have that little niche, you know? And when that happens, chances are there's no option. You don't give anybody an option. You don't give them no feet. You know, they don't get their feet wet. I mean, how is a new guild gonna get a guild trader when you have certain people who really don't have a lot of things. You know, I'll be honest about this one here, and well, that's not the one I want to look at. Anyways, there's some people who have complained about it and who have made it a key essential to the fact of the matter is there's key essential to that, where new players or new guilds should have the option to have a guild trader. And I also think that, you know, it's okay to have the guild trader to bid, but you gotta also have people who are new, especially new guilds, a chance to actually get themselves going. Now, I'm not like gonna sit here and judge every guild there is, but I don't want to put this one guild under the bus. And in truth, and I'm gonna be honest, is that there's this one particular guild. Hey Miguel. So I basically look at it this way. So this is not gonna be a very long thing, but I look at it this way really quick. There's a point to when people play and you get like all these even like new players. Oh yeah, before I get sidetracked about what I was about to say, there's a certain guild that only will take players up to CP 160, and it would basically, if you're trying to make a guild, but you're gonna have people at CP 160, it doesn't help, you know. But in all honesty, I think that ZOS, should come up with a little system for new guilds. Like, just give them a guild trader to start out with. And if they feel comfortable, they want to invent the horizons, then they can have that option if they want to bid. You know, like have an option where they can actually bid or own a guild. Rather than, I shouldn't say, well, I'd say like either, you know, guild can have their own set guilds rather than just saying, okay, look. Because if you ask me in this perspective, like going to a guild trader at random and there's another guild, it's a mismatch. It's just, not a mismatch, but it's just a complete utter mess. And I think each trader should have a specific guild that that trader can belong to rather than trying to switch it, go to one zone to another. That's like, I don't know, it's too broken. I think the whole system's a little bit broken. But I'm not going to really say very much on this stream because, you know, I do this on Twitch a lot. And, you know, I'm not going to, much as there's going to be spam boys out there who are going to hate the idea, you know, oh, well, you're hating on ESO, but that's not the case. The case is you got to point out the truth to the major flaws that ESO has. I mean, everybody thinks that, oh, ESO is a good game. It is a good game, but the problem is with ESO, I've noticed it in the past few weeks, it is starting to slowly die down. Losing a little bit of the, how do you want to put it? The, player base a little bit. People got bored or they're playing different games because they know that ESO is starting to suck. You know, I'm already at that point. I'm almost at like CP 1300, and I'm already now at the point of being bored out of the game, and I see where it all goes. You know, I pop on every now and then, but I see exactly how shoddy this is. I mean, there's a lot of things, you know, different channels would say the same thing or may agree with me on the same opinion, you know, but that's all I'm going to put out there. And it's all I'm going to say. So, sorry, you know, if I was speaking a little bit of truth, that I think ZOS needs to really improve it. I think they need to have new guilds have their own thing. And, I think new guilds should have their thing, and that's it. So anyways, I'm going to sign off, and thank you guys for watching or listening. And if you got any comments below, please leave them down below. If you got any comments, please leave them down below. And, other than that, that's all I gotta say.